have I waited for this. No, I'm just kidding. It's not Palpatine. That'd be ridiculous, right? That would just be absurd. Why would you do that? That makes no sense. But it's me, I'm back. Hey, everybody, how you been? Oh yeah, you might have noticed that YouTube is over, has been trending a lot the last few weeks, so naturally, I've chosen now to break my YouTube hiatus because I've got my finger on the pulse. I do. I've got my finger firmly on the pulse. I know what the kids like. I know when the right time to get in is. And first of all, happy New Year's Eve and a happy New Year in just a few short hours to everybody. It's the end of 2019, the end of the decade, the end of this arbitrary measurement of time that we all put so much stock and faith in. I blame the Mayans. I don't blame the Mayans. They had enough to deal with. It's not their fault. First of all, I want to apologize. I meant to take a hiatus for maybe a couple of weeks, and then that turned into a couple of months, and then that turned into like 6 months. And I want to thank everybody who has left messages for me and tweeted and said how much "What Are You Working On" meant to them and means to them, and have asked when it's coming back. And I'm sorry that I let things fall so far by the wayside. It was a lot. There was a lot going on. When you stop doing it, it becomes so easy not to do it that it's just easy not to do it. And I let it be easy not to do it for much longer than I meant to. And I'm sorry I left you all hanging like that. I hope you're still with me. If you're not, I do not blame you at all. But I hope you're still with me. I missed y'all. I really did. I'm excited to get back into doing What Are You Working On? And hear what y'all have been working on. But right now, I've got something else I need to talk to you about. I made a thing. Look at the thing that I made, folks. I didn't literally make it. I didn't bind it or anything. This is an advanced reader copy, the first physical copy of my new book. The title is Savage Legion. It's the first book of a trilogy that I'm going to be doing over the next few years here. It's a big thing for me. I've talked about it a lot on my videos the past couple of years because I was working on it, and then I sold it. Then we were editing it, and it's been a very long process. You can see it's by no means a small book. It's the biggest book I've ever written in my life, and I'm very proud of it. I love this cover, this beautiful Chris McGrath cover. Chris McGrath, known for his great battle theme covers, and he does a lot of Shannon McGuire's October Day books, or has done those, and Chris did an amazing job. That's Evie. That's one of 3 main characters in Savage Legion. Evie's a badass. She's not what they think, and everything they should be afraid of, and she and her friends are going to change the world, and I'm very excited for you to meet them, and I just wanted to show off this gorgeous advanced reader copy. Again, this is not the final book. This is a copy that they make to send out to reviewers and librarians and folks like that. The finished final book will, be the whole hardcover fancy schmancy deal, but this is an advanced reader copy. You can see there. And but it's amazing to hold this book in my hands. This is 4 or 5 years coming from when I first started down the road of writing this book to now. And it's an amazing thing, very emotional thing, to actually be holding this in my hands. So here is the thing. We are about to slide into 2020. The channel, this channel is going to be back in full effect. What Are You Working On is coming back in the new year. I've got a new series that I'm going to start doing called Freelance Fiascos, where I tell stories, bananas freelance stories about my freelance writing career, working in the entertainment industry and publishing, and all the bizarre off-brand adventures / experiences I've had as a freelance writer. Bunch of other really cool stuff that I'm going to be doing. The channel is coming back full force, so stay tuned with us. That's the first thing. The second thing is I will also be updating you on all that's happened in the time I've been not making videos, if you haven't been following me on Twitter or whatever, and I'll bring you more up to date. I didn't want to make this video on New Year's Eve a whole thing, but I will get into that too. And I will bring you all up to speed on what's been going on with me and my writing and all the various things you like to hear about ASAP. The third and final and very important thing is this book. This book comes out July 21st, 2020. It comes out next summer, 4 days before my birthday, on July 21st. And this book is a big deal for me, folks. This is the biggest book I've ever written. It's my first lead title with a big publisher. It's my first epic fantasy novel, my first epic fantasy series, and it's a really, really big deal to me. And I want to try to make this thing as big and as successful as we can possibly make it. So there's a link in the description where you can find out more info about the book and the series. You can go pre-order it from any of your chosen online retail sites. All the information you need is in that link. Please go click that link. My publisher tracks metrics on this link. They actually know how many people click this link and click this link from this video that I'm making. Technology is amazing and anxiety-inducing, and so that's a thing. So click the link, share the link, and that's the other thing I want to get into very quickly before I say Happy New Year and sign off for 2019 and for the decade. So after 15 years in this business, I definitively feel like I can state there are two ways that a book becomes a big hit, as it were. There are only two ways to really sell a book on a large scale. The first is for the publisher to put just an obscene amount of money and resources into cramming the book down the public's throat. This rarely ever happens. It's like a 0.999% occurrence that is reserved for like celebrities and people writing, bananas tell-alls and stuff like that. It never happens in science fiction and fantasy, which is where this is me over here in science fiction and fantasy. The other way a book can become successful, and really, when you break down to it, the only conceivable way, and there's so many people out there who talk about marketing and hold marketing seminars, marketing blogs, you see it on Twitter. We endlessly dissect book marketing in the book industry, but I swear to you, like when you boil it all down, this is the only way it works. It only works if you all, folks like you, go out there and tell people about it and get really excited about it and spread word of mouth about it. That's it. That's the only real way that books end up being successful. And you know that because you've bought books based on that. Think about it. Think about the books that you didn't know about ahead of time, new books that you ended up buying. Why did you buy them? Because everybody was talking about them on your social media. Your friends were talking about them. People were excited about them. It felt like a thing you wanted to get into. You wanted to share with other people. You wanted to be part of a communal experience of people being excited about a thing like a book. That's it. That's how these things happen. So I say that to say that next year, in the new year, that is what I desperately need and want from all of you. Like, I need you to help me spread word of mouth about this book, about Savage Legion, because that's the only way it's going to be successful. That's it. It's not big marketing dollars. It's not ad buys. It's not any of that crap. It's not awards. It's just readers talking to readers, being excited about a thing. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, isn't the third way if the book is just really good? Isn't that what it's all about? No, that's not what it's about. I wish that it was, but the fact is, there are so many brilliant books that never sell because people don't talk about them or get excited about them. And good is such a subjective thing anyway. Like, what does that even mean? But the point being, it's not even about whether a book is good or bad as much as it should be. It's just about whether people get excited about it and talk about it. And I need you all to help me do that, and I hope you will in the new year. So yeah, all of that comes later. We have time for it. I will obviously be talking a lot more about Savage Legion in the coming new year. This was really just a primer to show off the book just because I'm very proud of it, and this is the first physical copy, and I wanted you all to see it. There have been pictures of it on Twitter and whatnot, but there hasn't been any video of the whole thing. So this is the first time you're getting to see Savage Legion in the pulpy flesh in a video. So that's kind of cool, I think. And then the other reason was to just kind of prime you, let you know that I really need your help with this book in the coming year, and I hope you'll be down to do that. I hope you like the book. I really hope you love the book. I'm intensely proud of it. I think it's very good, but again, good is a subjective thing. So that's what I've got for you right now. Just wanted to let you know I'm still here, and I'm coming back, and we've got a lot of work to do and a lot of cool stuff that we're going to do together. What are you working on? Hashtag Weiwo Real Ones will return in January, and when I put out that video, I'm looking forward to hearing what you've all been doing in the latter half of 2019. Freelance Fiascos, that'll be premiering soon. New vlogs, all kinds of good stuff. I'll be doing giveaways again. All that good stuff's happening in 2020. I hope you're still with me, and I hope you'll continue to tune in. I hope you had a good 2019. At the very least, I hope you survived. And I hope 2020 is better for all of us and the world at large. And I'll see you all. I'll see Team Ham Shackle and all my Waywell Real ones in 2020.